Hello, Calm here, and today we're going to be doing a video to see what is the ultimate drift car, because I have noticed that everyone seems to be using either the Huracan or the Fairlady to try and pull out the biggest scores in drift events. Now before we take a look, I would just like to point out a few things, like both of the cars are level 399. The upgrades have like the same stats. I focus more on acceleration and speed, and obviously all the cards are level 18. The drift event that I used to try out these cars was the Drift King event, because I think it's the best event to try both of these cars, because it's got slow corners, it's got fast corners, it's got tight corners, long bends, and at the end it gets very quick. I would just quickly like to confess something, that I did a Need for Speed top 5 drift cars video and I did not put the Fairlady in my top 5, and it was a big mistake of mine, because the Fairlady is an amazing drift car, so I would like to apologise for that and get that out there. But anyway, enough crap, let's take a look. Right, it's time for some split screen action. Now on the left you've obviously got the Fairlady, on the right side you have the Huracan. I was using manual for both of these cars, and the scores you will see at the end were the highest scores I can pull out without any sort of shenanigans, like going off the track to pull out higher scores and all that sort of thing. I did everything in my power to stay on the road and try and keep the sort of drifting line that I always do when doing this event. Now you might notice that the Fairlady is a bit slower to sort of turn the car sideways to drift, as though the Huracan, like as soon as you touch the joystick, the car just turns almost instantly. It's so quick to turn into a drift. But as you can see at the moment, the scores are kind of neck and neck. The Huracan is a 4-wheel drive, I believe, as well, so when you're sort of turning out of the drift, the car just sort of automatically goes straight. That can sort of work in your favour, as though the Fairlady doesn't do that, so you have to sort of work harder to control your car. You will start to notice now that the part of the event where the track gets very quick with longer bends, and you can start to see now that the Huracan is starting to actually pull away. I hit the barrier there of the Lamborghini slightly, but I still kept the ×4 bonus, which is important for this test. Now we're coming up to the hardest part. Well, I think it was the hardest part anyway. When you got these really tight bends, you know, just one touch of that barrier, then your ×4 bonus is gone. So here comes the Lamborghini now, just one more corner. What score does it get? 2.835. Fairlady comes in at 2.854. Now these two scores were the highest scores that I can pull out without any sort of, like I say, shenanigans of going off the track to pull out extra scores and all that sort of stuff. So for me, there's hardly no difference between the two. So I'm starting to think that it all depends on what the player prefers. I've been doing the Drift King event so many times, because I feel like it's the event that everyone's doing, because you can pull out the highest score. So everyone's on it to compete with one another, and I used the Huracan and Fairlady so many times just to see what scores I can do, and it just so happened that I used the Fairlady and I became first on the speed wall by getting a score of 3.2 million. Now it's not the highest anymore. I believe, I could be wrong, I believe the highest is 3.5 million, but I think that I do better using the Fairlady. Let me know what you guys think anyway in the comments below. Do you prefer the Huracan or the Fairlady? And let me know why. But that's all from me for now anyway. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and you will see loads more Need for Speed videos like top 5s of drift cars, locations, designs and all sorts of stuff, and there's going to be loads more to come in the future as well. So anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.